Amor fati. Nietzsche was big on this. In Latin, it basically means love of fate. Nietzsche had this idea of eternal recurrence. It's this idea that if your life were to repeat itself over and over infinitely, you should want it to be the same. You should gladly accept fate. You should gladly accept what your life has been. Be grateful for it even, because that's who you are. And that includes all the bad things, all the good things, all the great things, all the average things. It's a love of fate. Whatever's happening to me at this moment, I love this because this is my fate. It is an optimistic way of looking at life because bad shit's going to happen. It's going to kick us on our ass. But Nietzsche also believed suffering was integral. And if you look into duality, into Taoism, everything is defined by its opposite. So suffering is what defines not suffering, and being grateful and living an amazing life and realizing how much abundance you have is you have to see how bad life can get. You have to see how painful it can be so that you wake up every day and you're not just a miserable slob. You appreciate the finiteness of life. You appreciate that it's going to end someday. As Steve Jobs said, death is nature's greatest invention because it puts scarcity on your time and what you do. It forces you to do hard things. In Ecce Homo, how one becomes what one is, Nietzsche said, my formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati. The one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. Not merely bear what is necessary, but love it. Love your fate. Love everything that is happening and everything that you're doing and where you're going and where you've come from. That is your life. Let go of the FOMO, the comparisons, and all the self-talk bullshit that has you believing it's not good enough or somebody else is better or this or that. Stop comparing yourself to what you think you see in other people's lives. Because a lot of people that you think are living amazing lives aren't, or they're just as lost, confused, and struggling as you. They might happen to have money or power or whatever, but maybe they lost a loved one. Maybe their child died young. It's tragic, the things that go on, that we see lives from the outside and we think their life's amazing, but we don't know what's going on the inside. Suffering that we all experience is what defines our life. When you try to compare suffering, that's a fool's errand. It's a loser's game. How do you compare one suffering to another? Who wins the victim award of who suffered the most? It's just completely and utterly ridiculous. It's part of what you get with politics, the state, and PC cancel culture and all that bullshit. Embrace fate, embrace your life, embrace everything as part of it, and then embrace truth, that you have the power to choose whatever you want. You have the power to let things go. You have the power to accept things. You have the power to try new actions to get new things, but fundamentally, you only control yourself and your responses to the external environment. Get the Better Human newsletter over at thebetterhuman.co.